weird bodies that don't look human.
Physical specimen that is covered in a white dust.
Completely unidentifiable.
Collective Evolution is the biggest conscious media site in the world. We cover topics ranging from consciousness to personal development, emerging science, health, and we uncover the hidden truths that hold humanity back. Okay, well, start with the old classic check-in. How's everybody doing? Manders.
Good. Feeling good.
Work-related things? Any hang-ups? Anything?
Everything's good. Gonna try and add like a different kind of meme to the Instagram so we can get more like controversial memes.
So strategy is like mix the art with the content better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Samster, how's the editing front going? The fact checking.
It's going well. There was just that one article I talked to you about that I feel is too focused on like external beauty. It's all about anti-aging, but in terms of like how to stay pretty for your whole life, and I don't feel like that really fits with our content.
Good one. That is always a tough subject. Like, where do you draw the line between this is too much about the exterior versus?
Yeah, it was less about staying healthy than just staying pretty.
Regwinder.
Hey guys, happy summer solstice!
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a really interesting story coming out of Peru right now. And a guy is kind of heading it up, and they've uncovered this like mummified bean. It has 3 fingers and 3 toes.
Yeah, essentially, there's a group of scientists who found what very well could be an alien body from really long time ago. The thing that we're hoping to do, I don't know if you had a chance to reach out to that journalist there, but
yeah, it looks like he's typing back to me right now. Let's see.
Yeah, so he's the one that's covering what the scientists are doing there, and Guy is getting the video, and that's why I want to get in touch with the journalist there, who's actually like being the one that's working with the scientists directly.
They've already said that preliminary tests show it's like nothing in the fossil record.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely. Most likely not human as we know today. Could be some other form, but it doesn't seem like it at all.
it's probably alien.
It looks
probably
like
be
an
a cover-up and some controversy.
Yeah, the physical body is nothing like a human.
And where it was found in the
Nazca
Nazca
lines.
lines. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Exciting stuff. Okay, cool.
Just clean.
Arjun on 3? Clean on 3. So we need to do that. It's been what, 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Jesus.
Well, I mean, we technically did a clean.
Yeah.
Little,
So-
yeah, that's true.
It wasn't a little.
No, we took
Clean on 3.
scrubbed
Ready?
this.
Put your mitts in.
Oh my god, this is so
1,
cute.
2, 3. Clean!
The Nazca lines are a giant 100 meters long, perfectly carved out figures, like with precision, and they're huge. So, it's very hard to imagine how this could be done without having any access to being high up in the sky.
It just so happens that in Nazca, Peru, scientists have unearthed
Weird bodies that don't look human and aren't on the fossil record.
and they've been starting to do some investigation on that physical specimen to determine what it is, how long it's been there, whether or not it's human.
They've done initial testing and it's completely unidentifiable.
The physical look of it is very obscure.
It is kind of alien looking.
When they sort of recreate what the body would look like outside of its crouched position, they're recreating something that does not look human.
That's 3 fingers, 3 toes. It's as tall as kind of a short human being. It's got a weird shaped skull.
It could potentially prove that there are other beings other than humans that are likely or most likely intelligent, that are humanoid type. So after Arjun and I watched the Gaia episode of the Nazca Mummy, it was pretty clear there was one journalist that was leading the way.
But one particularly interesting lead came to us from a journalist named Jaime Musan. He got word of some mummies in Peru that didn't look human.
All right, we need to get someone finding this journalist dude, because I don't want to rely on Gaia per se for all the updates. But let's try and get in contact with him so that we can get the updates as they happen.
I think we should get Ruby to hit him up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Ruby was in office today because Jaime's team speaks Spanish, and we needed that in order to set up this interview.
Muchísimas gracias. Ok, muchísimas gracias. Ahorita te marco para atrás entonces. Gracias. Bye. They said I can call back in an hour and a half. He's currently filming a show.
Okay.
And then we can call him back and speak with him directly.
show. Turns out we got a hold of him a little easier than we had thought. Now we're just hoping we can get that interview from
So
the upload here.
So did you want to talk to him when we call back then?
No, I think you should still talk to him when you're Spanish. Because he's going to love that. That's how you're going to build the rapport. We're not doing the actual interview right now. We're basically just trying to lock down the deal.
Okay. All right, so I'm calling. Buenas tardes, es Jaime. Y me dijo que marcara después del programa. Trabajo por unas noticias digital y quería hablar con usted y a ver si podía lo encontraste en Nazca, Perú. Y querían hacer una entrevista contigo aquí. No sé si por internet, Skype o por teléfono. Y Ok. Adelante. Ok, ¿lo quieres hacer hoy, ahorita o...? En este momento, ok, espera, les voy a decir, ¿puedes hablar en inglés entonces o...? Doble S, sí. Ok, gracias, ahorita te marco. Bye. He wants to get on Skype now. He says he's like, I'm really busy, it's either now or never. I'm like,
Holy shit.
so now?
Right now.
Okay. Like,
So Ruby said we had to do the interview right away, but Joe was nowhere to be found. Where's Joe?
where's Joe? I don't know where Joe went. Do you guys know where he's at?
Joe.
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 Where's he at? No, he's not here. Does anybody see where he's at?
Is Joe there? He's not in there. Did he leave?
Are you kidding me?
We can just do it. Let's just do
So
it.
what do you want me to ask him? Or do you want to ask him? Okay,
We
let's
can
go
do it
get on.
together. Yeah.
All right, you want to do it in here then?
We need him to set up the camera and everything.
Okay, well, I'll just do it on my Skype. Forget it.
We need.
Can somebody call Joe?
I tried. His phone's
Can
off.
somebody keep calling Joe?
Calling Joe. There's no answer. What could he be? Hey, interview now.
Huh?
We have to do it now.
Yeah, babe, where have you been? I was calling you. He's like, get on an hour or never. I'm like, okay. So what are we doing?
Oh, why do they always do this to us? Man,
We can wing it.
why do we have to do it like this? It's so unfortunate. It's funny, usually we have a lot more time to prepare, a lot more time, you know, hours, even a day, but today it was 20 minutes? No, it wasn't. It was fucking 2 minutes. Are you sure this isn't just a joke?
No, like I was already on there.
So we actually have to do this right now. So the interview ended up going well. I mean, once again, on short time, we got it done. So we just basically wanted to get a deeper insight from you as to some of the latest stuff going on.
Both bodies don't look to be human. They have very important differences, especially in the hands and the feet. We're doing analysis, DNA analysis, and also carbon-14 analysis. As I told you, we know that this is almost 2,000 years old. Which means that they are absolutely real. Because we believe it's the first time we have in our possession, we human beings, we civil people from around the world have in our possession something that has been reserved to governments all around the world.
If this story turns out to be real, it's going to change history.
You know, at the end of the day, the more we look into the story, the more we realize, you know, there's a lot of really interesting stuff here. A lot of people are calling for hoax. A lot of people are saying it's not real. But the reality is the specimen, the organic specimen, is real. And we have to look into this and we have to investigate it. We don't know what it is yet. That's okay. But so far from what we're seeing, this is a pretty incredible investigation. And I'm pretty excited to see what the updates that we've been exploring over the last little while, what they're going to show. Because if they're as strong as we think they are, we may be rewriting aspects of history by the end of this thing.